Hey folks, so diesel heaters. This is a sort of a topic that is near and dear to my heart. I use this a lot, and I have put other videos out describing some of my exploits with this particular one. This is nothing fancy. This is an older version now. It's been around for at least 3 years, and I use it a lot. At times at the cabin, I have this on for days. Like, it's not just a few hours here or there. It is on for multiple days at a time. I just keep adding fuel and it just keeps burning away. I do have some issues though, and I have showcased some of those. I have been very clear that most of the problems, or all of the problems that I know of with this, have been my own fault. I've tried multiple different fuels and different things running through it, and have made a few mistakes, and so I don't want to go into too much of that today, but this is obviously a part again, and it's a part for a reason. So here's the reason it's a part. I got a error code the other day, an E06, which is a fan error, and I took this apart. My initial assumption was that I had a problem possibly with too much soot buildup, but I'll give you a close-up here. It wasn't built up as bad as I had anticipated, and so I'm actually quite happy. Really, at the end of the day, I'm quite impressed with how this is burning. So let me just describe my fuel source right now, what I'm using for fuel and burning. I got a barrel of diesel. It's form diesel, so it's diesel meant to put on, like, if a concrete pouring company uses their own forms, or a forming company, I guess, they would spray diesel on the forms, on the wood, to keep the concrete from sticking. This was actually in a plastic factory that did basically the same thing with molding plastic. So I got a barrel of diesel, it was unopened, it was brand new, and they gave it to me, and I thought I would try that in my diesel heater. I've been running that now for a while, and I thought that potentially that had maybe a little bit too much soot, caused soot buildup, just because of the different, I don't know what was in it particularly, but I assumed that it would be soot buildup in the burn chamber. But, just to mitigate that issue, I had added a little bit of kerosene to the fuel, about 40% to the fuel, just to keep that from running too dirty. I thought I had kind of messed it up again, but here's what's going on, is that the fan, it wasn't the burn chamber, it was the fan getting an error code. So I took this off, or obviously all apart, and I put power to the fan motor, and this spins over just fine. The motor is fine. So there is a sensor. So on my circuit board, very simple little circuit board, it bolts on there. That is a little, that's the speed sensor, counting revolutions obviously of the fan, and it got a code saying that there's something wrong with that. So here's the potential causes. One was buildup in the burn chamber. I've ruled that out. It's burning actually really quite clean. I'm super impressed with that. The second thing is maybe a misaligned fan housing. So when you put this together, potentially this end here could be rubbing on something. Maybe I didn't put it in right, or I got too much silicone in there or something, and it didn't sit right. So it's been hindered, and it's very sensitive, I guess, to touching something. I didn't hear anything, I didn't feel any resistance, but maybe there's just a tiny little bit. So that could be a potential issue. So I got to be more careful when I put that in. The other thing I noticed that I hadn't seen before when I took this apart was that this cover, again, I'll show you a close-up of this. This cover, this is again that little circuit board. You can see here, you can see there, it's warped. So obviously this has gotten hot. I don't know when that happened, but it warped this cover, which makes me worried that potentially something has gone wrong in the circuit board or potentially with this little pickup. So the goal here is to hope that this is still working fine. And I'm gonna clean this out and do just an alignment check. When I put this back together, I'm gonna be really careful that I get everything aligned properly and kind of make sure it spins really free. I don't have too much excess silicone as I did this out in the bush, so it was a panic fix last time I did it. So I'm gonna clean that up, do it upright, put it back together, and then I'll test it out at the cabin. So after digging around in that inner fuel mixture, burn chamber, air mixture, I guess, there's a few things I noticed, and I'll show you here. I'll try to scoop it off the table. This is what came out of there. Make sure I'm getting a shot of that, but that is all this hard, white, chalky kind of feeling stuff. It does crumble when you squeeze it. My hunch is just, I guess maybe that was from some of the bad fuel I ran through. I don't know. What causes that is a mystery to me. But anyways, obviously not supposed to be in there. So I picked that out. Took me a little while. And now it's as clean as I can possibly get it with putting picks in there and blowing some air and doing some close investigation with a light. I think I've gotten what I can get out. So yeah, now the goal is to clean this up a little bit more, just the flange here, just make sure it's clear of any soot. And I'm gonna reseal this up and just put this all back together. So inner burn chamber goes together very simply, just like that. So got to put a little bit of RTV, high-temp silicone. There is a gasket in there from factory, but that gasket completely disintegrated a while ago. So we are resorting to RTV. I do believe you can buy parts for these and order gaskets and things, but for the sake of this, I have just been using RTV. So here's the part I want to get perfectly aligned. This is the fan. There's inner and outer fans. So inner fan, it creates the air movement for the burn chamber. So that's what kind of has the combustion. Got to add oxygen to the fuel with a flame or spark of some sort. There's an ignition system on this that lights the fire, and once it's burning, it just keeps fuel dripping into that burn chamber, and the oxygen, obviously it feeds fuel with the air, and that fan is that agent of delivery. So this outside fan here is the one that blows the air through this housing, this black casing, and then this is the outlet where the hot air comes out. Very simple concept, and but here's the challenge. is that I got to keep this nice and straight, because if you offset this a little bit and the bolt holes give a little bit of variance, you can see that, like if I turn this, I can feel that fan rubbing on the inside of that housing. So you want to align those holes really well, and that's maybe something I didn't do as well as I needed to. That's one of the potential issues, besides that funky soot inside there, a white, I don't know what that is, crust that I had never seen before. So I just want to get this aligned really well and put back together, and then I'll run a test. Okay, so that is back together again. So we'll put it in at the cabin, and I'm doing this on the bench because it just is a lot easier to do here than out in the bush. And I will put this back together and give her a go. So if you listen close, you can hear the fuel pump ticking away. This is just freshly installed. So I didn't film that, partly because it's really hard to have the camera in here. It's tight to work on this bottom side, and film it doesn't really look all that great. Anyways, the point is, it's back in, it's all hooked up, it's turned on, and it's pumping out hot air. So my fix worked. I'm really happy to report that. And these are very serviceable little units and quite durable, extremely durable in my opinion. So that's yeah, that's all back up and running. So it's running on just its low setting right now. It's warmed it up a little bit in here. For those of you that haven't seen this, this is my interior control panel, electrical panel for my Bunkie cabin, and the controller for the diesel heater is right here. It's all obviously wired in, and the diesel heater is out back and behind, and then the heater vent comes through. Back up here a little bit to show you that, but that's the heater vent right there. Gets it nice and warm in here. Yeah, works really good. Glad it's up and running again. Oh, and look who made an appearance out of bed. Yeah, look at this. Somebody got out of bed today. Yeah, he crawled into bed here, coming to the cabin. He loves to sleep. In the winter time when it's cold out, he sleeps in the cabin all day, unless I drag him outside. Buddy? Yeah. He's a good boy. Till he walks on the kitchen counter. Okay, folks. Well, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.